So today I am going to be reviewing the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation and also their Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour. I picked these up at Ulta. The foundation was $12 and the concealer was $7. So as far as affordable foundation and concealer, this is right up your alley if that's what you're into. This is definitely on the lower price end of most foundations and concealers that I particularly like to use. So I love when a drugstore foundation and concealer comes through and proves me wrong. So hopefully that's the result that we're gonna get today. I'm gonna go ahead and apply all of these products and then I'm gonna continue with the rest of my face, so eyebrows and all of that, obviously using different products. And then at the end, I will come back and kind of let you know how I initially feel about the products. And we're gonna do a wear test. So I'm gonna wear it for a couple hours throughout the day, and you'll also get my final thoughts at the end of the video on how I feel about both of these products and if I would be using them again. So before I go ahead and apply these two products, I just wanna read a little bit from the website, which is revolutionbeauty.com, and give you like a brief description of what the brand wants to market this product as. So first, I'm gonna start with the foundation. The color that I'm using is in F12, but in total there's 24 foundation shades. Pretty much this is being advertised as a lightweight but buildable coverage foundation. It should be able to be used on every skin type or skin tone. It's oil free, but it's supposed to feel creamy on your skin. They suggest to swipe it on with a brush if you're looking for more of like a full coverage look, and you can also use it with a damp sponge in order to get a more dewy, thin application. The product is also vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, oil-free, like I said. So I'm using the shade F12, which is a foundation for medium or dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. I love using things that are either neutral or golden. I don't like using things that have more of like a pinkish hue to it. I feel like it makes me look like I'm dead. So next, for the Conceal and Define Concealer, I'm using the shade C10. C10 is for medium skin tones with a golden undertone, which, like I said, love that. The concealer is basically advertised as lightweight yet full coverage concealer that can cover blemishes, even your skin tone, and counteract dark circles. It has a matte finish that is not supposed to settle into your fine lines or pores. It's also long wearing with intense pigment. So this concealer comes in 25 shades in total, so that's one more than the foundation range, but the concealer comes in like a pure white, which my assumption is that you could buy the pure white and mix it. And this concealer is vegan and cruelty-free. So the next step is for me to go ahead and put on all these products, and of course I need a base. So I had to bring in my girl, Rihanna. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty primer to basically prime my face, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation the way that I do normally, which you can see in my last video how I apply it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the same Tarte Kabuki brush to go ahead and apply that, and then after that I'm gonna use a sponge to blend out my concealer. As far as the packaging goes, it's really cute. It comes in like a glass bottle. It's kind of like the Fenty bottles. Like it's like a soft matte finish on the outside, and I like the rose gold. It's pretty. I love this applicator. This applicator is so cute. Okay, I just wanted to mention because it's like a little, it's a doe foot applicator. It's cute. I'm scared. So initially I can tell like a lot of product is on the applicator at one time. I'm going for another dunk. And I don't know if you can see, but I have like pimples and stuff, so we'll see if it's gonna cover that. And I have dark circles. So like I said, I'm gonna go take my Tarte Kabuki brush and I'm gonna blend all this out. On the first couple swipes, I still kind of see my pimples. Like, I mean, obviously I know I'm gonna see that they're there underneath, but like some of the redness I can still kind of see. Like very, very faint though. And it smells different. Like, it doesn't smell like cosmetics. Like, you know how like MAC products smell, or like even my NARS foundation, this smells more like plastic. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just, it's not horrific, but it's not my favorite smell. And I love the smell of like makeup. In F12, and F12 supposedly is for medium dark skin tones. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel that way. I look a little bit like ghostly. This is a little bit light, so I don't necessarily know if I would say that this is medium dark skin tone, but I mean it's just a little light for me. Okay, so now I'm going in with my concealer. Like I said, it's in C10, and I'm just gonna apply that everywhere where I normally do, under my eyes, middle of my forehead, Cupid's bow, bridge of my nose, chin, sides of my mouth, and then I'm gonna blend that out with a sponge. I do notice that there's a lot of product on the applicator, and once again, it's the same kind of applicator, it's just scaled down, obviously, because it's for smaller areas, but I do like the applicator. I do also notice that this is a little bit pinky, like more pinky than what I'm used to. I'll show you in a second, but pretty much I use the NARS concealer in ginger, and it has more yellowness to it. I really like that for my skin tone. So this claims to be with a golden undertone, and I don't see it compared to what I'm used to. But it's still nice. It's lighter than my foundation because I like to conceal that way. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out all the concealer with my sponge. It's kind of damp. It feels good blending it out. Like, it doesn't feel like too tacky. It feels like it's like moving and doing what I want it to do, which means that it probably doesn't set so fast. Like, I like concealers that are more like pliable, that you have some time to like play around with it and get it to where you want it to go. And when I set it, that's when it stays where it's supposed to stay. Like, I realized it looks a little too light, but the color that was deeper, like that was next in line that was deeper, was a little too pink. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I went with this shade. The next one that had like a golden undertone was like whoosh, way down the line, like way too dark for me. Like, I realized they're both too dark, but I mean too light, but I'm gonna warm it up with some bronzer. Ain't gonna have me on really good. So in the spirit of keeping things all within the same brand, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana, and I'm gonna use this to set everything that I just put down. I already know how I feel about this powder. It's $8. I love it. It's so cheap but so good, and I already use this in my regular makeup routine. So I know that I'm gonna like it. I just hope that it sets everything properly so that there's no creasing. If there's creasing and stuff like that, I'm blaming it on the concealer or the foundation, because I already know normally it doesn't leave me like that. As of right now, the way that I feel about the foundation, as far as the claims that they have on their website, I do feel like it's lightweight. Like, I feel like I don't really have too much on my face. I don't even know. I just feel like I don't really have anything. I feel like I kind of just wash my face. I don't feel like the concealer feels too cakey. It doesn't feel heavy either, so both of them do feel lightweight. As far as underneath my eyes, I made sure to use a sponge and dab out the concealer before I put down my powder, and I still do kind of see a little bit of like lines underneath my eyes. So we'll see how that goes away once I sweep away all the powder. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and we'll see how I feel with a full face and the foundation and concealer underneath. So we back or whatever, and I have the rest of my face on. Right now it is 5:55. I really like this foundation. So far, it's a little light, but I was able to bronze out the perimeter of my face, put a little contour, a little bit of color. We got the eyeshadow, so there's different points of interest on my face now. I don't feel like I look as ghostly as I did before. I don't know if you can really see. I do have a little bit of creasing in my under eye, but considering the price point of this foundation and this concealer, both came together and were under $20, and for me, I think that the way that my skin looks, it's pretty good. The pimples that I have on my face, you can tell that they're there because of the depth and the shadow, but the redness is pretty much concealed, and the best part about it is I feel like I don't have anything on my face. The only thing that I'm conscious of are my lashes because they're huge. But other than that, it feels great. As far as the other items quickly that are on my face, I have just a couple of MAC shadows, and the lips are Fenty, of course. I have THICC and Spacesuit lip gloss. So we'll see how the rest of the evening goes, but I think based on how it feels now, I feel pretty matte. I'm typically oily around here, so what I'm looking for from this foundation, what I need it to do, is not leave me like pulled out in the middle of my face. So that's my main point of interest at this point. From there, I will come back, I'll check in every now and again, every couple hours, and then at the end of the day, I'll let you guys know how I truly feel about this foundation and if it's worth your 20 doubloons, if it's worth you going to Ulta and buying. So I'll keep up with you guys. I'll see you later. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so right now I'm in Publix and the lighting is fire. So I don't know if you can see, but I look really like there's a lot of pores going on right here. You can see it really good right here. But from far, it looks really nice. It still looks a little light for me compared to right here, but this is what's going on. I don't feel oily. I don't think I look shiny, but that's it. So as you can see, it's after midnight, so I've been wearing the foundation for about 6 hours. Y'all, we need to have a discussion about what happened to my face today. Okay, from here, you see, from here, everything looks wonderful. In a second, I'm gonna zoom in and you're gonna see the way that this has affected me, okay? Typically, when I wear foundation, I don't really have an issue with pores. I don't have big pores. It's just not a thing for me, but I wore this foundation. As you can see from the last clip, I ran a couple errands. We went to the grocery store, we ate dinner, I came back home, I was chilling for a little bit. Now I'm here. Everything for the most part, I'm looking in the mirror now, it looks pretty matte. Around my nose is oily, but for the most part, it looks pretty much the same from when I left. But when you zoom in and you look up close, you can see that there's like, I don't even know where these pores came from, to be quite honest. Even when I wash my face and I look at my skin, it's not this way. There are pores all right here, like all right here. So I don't really know if the foundation is to blame for that or if it's the concealer, because I did put concealer down here, or if it's a combination of the two. I'm not really sure. So pretty much my thoughts on the foundation. On the rest of my face, it looks pretty nice. I wish it was a little darker because I had to bronze to cancel everything out. And as far as the concealer, in my forehead, it looks pretty good. I don't know, the majority of the product is right here, and I just know that that's where the pores are. So I can't really say if I would recommend either of them. I feel like maybe if you're just one of those people that you have porcelain skin, pores are not a thing for you, they don't exist, try the foundation, see how you feel about it. Like I said before, because of the price point, it's kind of like you can't really lose. If you don't like it, just go return it. It's only 20 bucks for both of them. See how it works on your skin. I know that right here is my problem area for oil, so I'm not really tripping about the oil. What makes me the most upset is the pores. I just feel a way about it. It doesn't happen with my NARS combo. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in right now so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. For the most part, I mean, for the rest of my face, it looks good. It's just like a little bit lighter than the rest of my skin. But other than that, it's cool. You can still see that I have pimples, but you don't see like the redness of it. And you can't see the oiliness like in here. But that's okay, because we used to it. I could probably fix that with like just like a touch-up or something. So all in all, would I recommend the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation and Concealer? I'm like 50-50 on this. Yes, because it can't hurt to try it. It's such an affordable price point and it's so accessible. It comes in like a wide range of shades. So I think that a lot of people could definitely go out there and find a shade that is more or less their skin tone. But on the downside, I did end up more porous than I was before when I first applied the makeup, and more porous than I am with other foundations and concealers that I typically use. As far as the concealer, I would say the same thing. I don't really know what the culprit is and who caused this on my face, but I definitely love the applicators. I love the packaging, and so you can definitely go try this for yourself. It's on revolutionbeauty.com, and at Ulta is where I purchased it from. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm looking to be posting once every week, so if you're interested in more content like this, or if you like me, you think I'm real cute, or whatever it is that makes you interested in this page, you can subscribe if you want to. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. We gotta get rid of that. That has to go. Future self. Future self. Take it outside. Pull up. Pull up. I was gonna say, you see? I edited myself. Get him. You motherfucker. Just like, shh. Yeah. Oh, look at my night shorts. Look at my night shorts. So I just want to swat. We're like, you hit recorder. Jesus!